All right, this is the week 2 of SmackDown and Raw review, and we're gonna talk about this as well. Um, so the main topic here is the match that we were waiting for a while, and a big stipulation or some kind of stipulation added into a match between Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn, because the rivalry had been going on since, you know, June, and we had since after Clash at the Castle, and we needed change of scenarios. So, you know, 2 out of 3 falls match, and that match was fucking phenomenal. Again, the main topics here first we discussed. God, that match was so good. You can't even believe that shit. Fantastic match. The wrestling was so perfect. It was so smooth, so good. Everything worked out. Braun Breaker ended up winning, which was the logical decision for everyone that got about this. I think Sami Zayn should be done with Braun Breaker now. And Braun Breaker's reign is going to be long, but really long, I feel like. Should be as long as Gunther, but I don't say that really. But now we get to the opening here. Actually, we're going to talk about the opening later on at the end. We're going to talk about some stuff with Odyssey Jones facing Vince winning or something. And it was some random stuff, and then Alpha Ken versus American made, Brutus and Julius Creed, and Otis and Tozawa, and yeah, kind of like Diamond Mine. They could call themselves Diamond Mine as well. It's an interesting thing what's going on with them. And then Ivy Nile being corrupted by Gable Attack, Maxine and stuff. So there was some fun stuff with that. I would say it was pretty funky and fun. And Damage Control versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, which again, this thing isn't going on Raw, and this is a really interesting part of it. Let's just get into Gunther and Randy Orton. That promo so good, and part of it is that it kind of goes on to another thing. Gunther and Randy Orton, they cut a fantastic promo. Both of them A-level game. Gunther being this evil, narcissistic piece of shit, douchebag, rich, smug champion, European whatever. And Randy Orton is playing family generations, and how he fucking roasted his family, said shit about it. It was so good. And then finally, Randy RKO's him, but before that, it's a lot of pain, and stuff here. A lot of pain for a guy named Drew McIntyre, who said it at backstage, who felt like his shot was taken away from him. Because he is finally done with CM Punk, and Randy comes out of nowhere from style, and that just kind of makes sense in the world of kayfabe or something. Like, the dude just came out of nowhere. So Drew McIntyre is pissed. He comes out, and he's about to say something, and Punk attacks him. Drew McIntyre says, "I'm gonna whip you like a rat dog." No, Punk whipped the crap out of him. Has a backstage segment where Punk showed the belt to Kathy Kelly. She was staring at it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I knew some motherfuckers are gonna make some weird ass fantasy bullshit and fucking perverted nonsense on X, Twitter, whatever. Going on from that point, because people do that shit. If you are an X, you would know. Big chance. And then now to the opening where Reha Ripley comes out. She cuts this drastically promo. And she's angry and she's fucking, and then pissed at what the fuck, Dominic did to her. And probably the one I did not tell last time enough. But the thing was like, okay, yeah. And last week, Finn Balor and Damian Priest had their segment where Dominic being involved in that. But this week, this was more kind of weird. Okay, it was more interesting as well. So she talks about it, Dom and Liv are up there, and then Damian Priest comes and attacks him, and then they get their asses beat terribly. Call them Terror Twins. They stand tall, and we we move on to SmackDown now. SmackDown results for that for that week were also pretty good, good enough. They were not like some bad results or something. It was like, okay. SmackDown results were also pretty, good enough. Like, they were good results, all I was saying. And means like the show was pretty well done. And we're gonna start again for the main stuff. Roman Reigns is back on SmackDown, and now he's appearing twice in a week. Okay. Roman comes with Soul, calls him out again. The same thing he did first. He took out everybody, beat the shit out of Tama Tonga and all that crap. This wolf met pack energy. Now he comes out, doesn't say a word again. People have a problem with that, and that's a concern issue going on with Roman right now. But he comes out, fucking beats the shit out of Solo. Now it's a delay. They're fucking beating the crap out of each other. In comes Tonga Loa, in comes Tama Tonga. Both get their ass beat. Wait, and then you're like, okay, Roman's on top, and he finally beats Solo Sikoa bad, and he picks up the Ulafala and puts it on him. A delay, and he flipping, gets beat the shit out of him by Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu comes in, and now there was no standard for Roman. He cannot be. When you're in the ring with Jacob Fatu, you can pray to get buried underground, rather, other than fucking praying to God, because Roman is the God or whatever the hell, he's God mode, and Jacob Fatu fucked him up terribly. And seeing Roman, it kind of brings it back his babyface vibes, where he gets his ass beat, but it had been a long time where he has been in that position where he is the one who got his ass beat, and who was the babyface, and who got ass beat by a heel group, a faction or whatever. And that was some really good stuff. We're going to talk about the main end stuff all of him at first. And then we're going to talk about DIY versus Street Profits. Man, that match cooked. It cooked on another level. So good. And, Profits, again, wanting their opportunity to get the championships. And now, because for a while, Usos had the thing there, because it was Usos, and they had their, cards there, and they had the championships in them. And it took a while for them to do that. And finally, they got the championships. At least, like, there's a big chance they are more close to winning it. Who knows? I'm not sure about that. But DIY vs. Street Profits was a banger. Was a WrestleMania click. Great Bird said it better than me, I would say. Naomi blurs down toward it's like this young girl trying to fight it out, I would say. Find her way into, SmackDown, and being this, trying to act, try to be aggressive, and being, cool, and try to being like a kind of a bratty attitude, but whatever the hell. And then Kevin vs. Grayson one, that promo outside they did, fucking phenomenal. God, I love that fucking promo. They did that promo outside, like, he's like, the way he's like, I am a loser, where he again has a problem with why Kevin Owens is facing Cody Rhodes. We're just going to talk about that right now again. He has a problem. It's like, yeah, I mean, I think you guys have probably more wins than me. I'm a loser. I don't deserve it. They're the Hundred Lockup guys like you guys deserve it. So you want to prove me wrong? You want to prove Code? You want to prove me right? Okay, go ahead. Let's do it. And it's like, okay, let's go. I was like, and that was a funny moment. I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of older than you guys. Like, I don't know what you said, really. It was a funny thing. They went by, generation thing. Finally gets to the ring. They have the match. There's shit goes on like that. KO beats him. KO almost tries to take out Grayson Waller, like old Kevin Owens style 2016, 2017 or some shit. And the dude gets saved by by Cody Rhodes after being attacked by Grayson and Austin. And now Kevin Owens is just out straight up. And he is like, and he's holding a fucking chair. And again, I just talked about in the previous video on the SmackDown Raw review tweet. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, whatever. He knows what the hell that chair means. And Cody Rhodes, when he was a fucking heel in Ring of Honor or some shit, when he was doing his shit in Ring of Honor, it wasn't close to what Kevin Steen did. He might have been the Rudy 2 piece of shit, crappy person at Ring of Honor. Cody Rhodes being this jerk asshole, really, but Kevin Owens was more than a jerk asshole. He was ready to he was ready to kill anybody to make sure what he gets. And the way he was holding that chair, it would give you a fucking flashback. If you have seen fucking Kevin Steen, you would know that this motherfucker ain't. When he is kill Steen kill, it's better than Fight Owens fight. Fight Owens fight is fist fighting his entire life at this point. That's a good thing to say for his son, is because his son's name's Owen. But when he's at a kill mode, when he's Steen, he's the Owens, and he's gonna kill Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes better prepare himself for the worst. He thought the Bloodline gave him a hard time. This dude is about to break his neck. The look in the eyes of Kevin Owens. He's about to break his fucking neck. And I can't wait to see that. I'm sorry, it's kind of fucked up to say that to a big guy, but okay. Because God, nostalgia for Kevin Steen, maybe? Nostalgic for Ring of Honor? Some stuff like that. Tiffany Stratton throws Nia Jax Revelation. That was fucking good. The musical was so good. They freaking need a musical. The Pretty Deadly, they need the damn musical. It was a fantastic piece of art, and I loved every second of it. She also fast from them, and the hell, and then she's like, Tiffany also bowed him because they bowed to her as a queen. She's I like destruction, and it's not my type of celebration. And then she's like, I'll bow to you when they all bow, and then she doesn't bow because the stories are gonna tell that she's not gonna do what she wants to do, and people might interfere. But then finally, something's gonna happen, and this is a really good story, and I'm really excited to see Nia Jax as champion, because this is a way, because in this way, you can tell the story with Tiffany Stratton and stuff. Tiffy time, giving her the Money in the Bank briefcase and nonsense, whatever the hell. Yeah, so it's a fun time, man. In wrestling, SmackDown is hot. Kirby, hopefully. Again, and I'm being attacked with me, I am. So there was some good stuff on the show, really good, some good stuff. It was really good. Alright, I'm gonna see you on the next Raw and SmackDown review of the week.